Hey friend, is Grant Cardone legit? Can you really get rich? Making ticket sales, like 35,000 plus ticket sales? Man, my name is Chris from chrisandjigha.com, and in this very exciting episode, we're going to talk about my boy Grant Cardone, the 10X man, the real estate mogul himself. And really, I saw an interview the other day with him and Mike Dillard that just was crazy about how you can create like six-figure, multiple seven-figure business just by selling event tickets like he did. Well, we're going to go into this formula real quick and see if it's legit and how if you really can do it in his three-step formula, all right? So stick around for that. So hey, welcome back. Hey, if you don't know, this channel is all about you, all right? The home business entrepreneur, and empowering you with the mindset and the marketing skill sets to get results, make more money, drive the breakthrough that you're looking for, and live the dream, the choice lifestyle that you deserve, all right? So if you like that type of content, hey, go ahead and give this video a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget that bell so you can be notified whenever I drop new videos on just online marketing, making money, and just creating the lifestyle that you want, which is pretty much on a Monday through Friday daily basis right now. All right, so let's get right down into it. I'm gonna whip out the board, all right, because this is really interesting to me. I literally saw an interview the other day, like I said, with Mike Dillard interviewing Grant Cardone. And if you don't know who Grant Cardone is, then let me help you out real quick. So basically, Grant Cardone is somewhat of a living legend, all right? I mean, he's a well-known business entrepreneur, #1 sales and marketing trainer in the world. He's really well known for his book, the 10X book. And if you have not read that book, and I'm not gonna lie, I haven't either. It's been on my list for like a minute, but it's up like top of the list right now. I'm finishing up another book right now with Brendan Burchard, and it's up on the list next because it's awesome. It's an awesome book. I've heard about it for a long time and wanted to read it. And you're gonna learn a ton about the mindset and skill sets it takes to be an entrepreneur, to be a businessman, to be a marketer, and grow your business like tremendously. Yeah, you can definitely get that from Grant Cardone. So what was interesting was that Mike Dillard had him on because he wanted to talk to him about his 10X growth concert that he had, conference. That if you haven't heard about, is basically his conference where he's going to teach you everything about business and mindset and things like that. And he's going to have like some of the best that's happening that's going to come there and teach you. So it sounds like a pretty dope deal. And the man sold, literally, this is his third conference, and he sold 35,000 tickets. Dude, that is a lot of tickets for your third conference. And the interview was so fascinating to me. So he really kind of revealed the three things that I thought was so powerful that if you're trying, and I think that even a beginner can do this because you're gonna see in a quick bit how he did it. He was literally a beginner. So like if you wanted to like start building the business, events is one of the most powerful ways to do that. And he talks about 3 ways that he did it. The first thing that I thought was interesting when you're talking about 10X, Grant Cardone, 10X in your business, getting rich, making money, selling event tickets, was that when he did it, the first thing he did was he made a commitment. He made a commitment to it. You know what's funny was that he said he already told his audience that he was going to do this conference, this 10X growth conference. The first time they did it was like 3 years ago. This is only the third one that's 35,000 plus. The first one, I think he said, was like 2,500, and he didn't even have a venue. All right. No, actually, he said he did that one in 90 days. This third one that came up, he didn't have a venue, right? So he didn't even have a venue. He didn't have a date. But yet he said that he was going to do it. He made a commitment to his people and said, hey, I have nothing. I don't know who's going to be there. I don't know when it's going to be. But if you trust me, if you trust that I'm going to 10X and be legit and show up for you guys, then go ahead and buy a ticket. And so what he did was he made a commitment. And I've heard this before. This is how the millionaire minds work, okay? They make commitments and then they go after all the little details around it, because there's something about when you commit to something, right? You commit to something, that all the entire universe, the higher power starts rearranging things to bring it about so that it happens for you. You see, typically what most people will do, right? They're gonna be like, oh, I need to get I need to get the name of the conference. I need to get the venue. I need to get meals. I need to get, all the entertainment. Like you need to get all these things done before you commit to making it happen. And Grant Cardone is like, that's wrong. You do the commitment first. The commitment happens first, right? And then you can like move forward. Because once you've committed and told everybody, it's like, man, you were moved to like honor your word and make it happen. I thought it was extremely powerful. All right, number two. Number two thing when we're talking about Grant Cardone 10xing your business and just getting rich by selling tickets, and how he was able to sell 35,000 in his third conference, was that the man always thinks about being profitable. All right, his conference is profitable off the jump. Off the jump. And what does that mean? It means that before anyone even steps foot into the conference, which, by the way, I think at the time of this video is supposed to be in February around the Super Bowl time, he would already be making money. He would already be profitable. All right, because he was like, typically what most people do is like they'll create an event, and you've probably been to events like that, and it's not as entertaining. It's not as like enjoyable because they have to save money, right? They have to save money because they're banking on you buying other stuff while you're at the conference in order to like break even on the conference. They're like selling you a bunch of stuff to try to get you, which is okay. That's how you make money. You can sell stuff at an event. It's a powerful way to do it, but it just kind of takes away from your overall focus, according to him. For him, he was like, hey, I already got this thing so profitable that I'm already making money even before you show up. So what does that mean? He can bring out the best trainers, the best entertainers, right? The best of everything to give you an experience. Because you see, I thought what was interesting was he was like, the conference is not here to rah-rah you and motivate you and all of that. He was like, no, that's not what I'm here for. I want this conference to wow the shiznits out of you, all right? To wow you, to show you what's truly possible, the lifestyle that you can live, that you don't have to settle for mediocrity and working that job that may not be fulfilling you all the way through, that may not be utilizing your total talents. You don't have to live that way. There is another way. And I really like that concept. I really like that. So his whole idea is to just like wow you and blow you away and make you think differently, just crash your entire perception of reality and what you think is possible and make you start thinking a whole lot different about what you can do. And then the third thing that I learned when it comes to Grant Cardone 10xing, giving you a 10x formula to get rich and be a multi-millionaire, that, by the way, all these things we talked about, you can do, right? You could set up an event if you wanted to, or leverage an event that you know already, that you can bring others in your team or in your business. The other thing he said that he liked about it was the result of it was that he was having his brand built, right? His brand is being increased and business opportunities are being opened up to him, right? Because if you think about it, it's called a 10X conference, right? I mean, that's his brand. It's 10X everything, right? The 10X growth conference, right? And what happens is that, he's like, a lot of people are getting involved, all these entertainers, all these businessmen, all these people that just want to be involved. I think he had like Steve Harvey is supposed to be coming through, right? Which is pretty dope. He's like an entertainer / entrepreneur, and all kinds of people that are going to come through, right? And what happens is that it gets his name out there, it gets his brand out there. The same thing could happen to you too, right? As you like involve people in an event, your brand could increase too, right? I think about, hey, when I was doing network marketing, that's why going to events was such a big deal, because that's how you got people to see the better versions of themselves, and it built the brand, it built you, right? Because you were the leader, it built you up. And also for him, it also builds opportunities, right? Business opportunities, because as your brand expands, people start recognizing you, and that's what he expects. He starts getting calls from people that normally he may have not gotten calls from. Deals start being opened up to you because, hey, you're doing this event. And that's one of the biggest things that he loves about it. And in addition to the fact that another thing is that you get close to the people, you know. You get close to people, interacting with people, having conversations with people, and just hanging around, building those relationships, right? Because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's impacting people's lives. When you do an event like this, I think I remember an event is like where people come and show up is the most powerful way to sell. Why? Because it has the most powerful connection to people, right? You can connect with people so much power and in such a powerful way, the most powerful way through an event. The energy, the collective feeling that is just being brewed up in the building is just magnetizing, electrifying, if you will. And then there was something else that he said. It was like, as your success builds, right, as your brand increases, right, your success will increase, right? And what happens is that will attract even more success and even more increase in your brand. And that's something that he liked to call, or somebody was calling it, they were saying gravity attracts more gravity, right? If you can imagine how the gravity of your brand or your environment starts to get bigger and bigger, it pulls in even more people into your world, right? And you get more connections, more brand deals, more opportunities. And then as that increases, your success increases. And like you've heard before, it's just like this slope that goes like this, and it's just like whoop, right? Like that's how it works. It's just this slope that goes all the way up, and it's just an exponential growth. So it's really, really powerful. So that's it, my friend. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful because I really thought it was a truly amazing interview. Hey, like I said, if you haven't listened to it, you can definitely check it out at Mike Dillard's podcast on his website. Hey, check it out. Listen to it. It's a really good podcast. There's a lot of good information there. And by the way, too, check out Grant Cardone's book, the 10X book. I'll leave a link in the description below. Oh my goodness, you probably want to check it out. I'm definitely getting the copy. Like I said, it's the next book I'm reading, all right? So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope that was helpful, all right? If you did, hey, definitely get the video a like. Consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this to empower the mindset, all right? And until the next exciting episode. And oh, by the way, if you want to check out another episode that you might think is exciting, hey, click that video right there and check that out, all right? So till the next exciting episode, my friend, be blessed, stay hungry. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.